voice.
Right, 26 March 2025, and today I want to just go through what is just happening. Something stunning has happened tonight, which is the address by War Veterans leader, Blessed Geza. So I want to unpack what has happened, and then we want to go through what is going through the mind of Mnangagwa right now. So the lines have been drawn, and there are now two sides. Those people that are with Mnangagwa and those people that are with Geza, and whoever is going to be the new president of Zimbabwe after the 31st of March. So I'm going to unpack for you what I've heard today, who is going to be the president of Zimbabwe after Mnangagwa leaves. So there are two candidates for president right now. So on one side, on the Mnangagwa side, they want to put in place a new president. They've selected a new president on their side, considering that Mnangagwa is probably going to be out of office. So there's a preferred candidate who is Valerius Banda on the side of Mnangagwa and the people around him. That is what I've heard. And then obviously on the side of the war veterans and Geza, the preference was to go for a national transitional authority in the beginning. However, because the legal framework doesn't exist, what has happened is that the war veterans have now agreed to go for General Chiwenga. So General Chiwenga is the preferred candidate for the war veterans in the absence of a transitional authority framework. However, there are currently people overseas in the diaspora who are busy drafting the National Transitional Authority framework for Zimbabwe. So that is what is happening with two groups that are now distinct and put on one side, with Kudata Gurei and Valerius Banda, the possible presidents in the absence of Mnangagwa on one side, and General Chiwenga on the other side as a possible president or a national transitional authority. However, the biggest question is what is going to happen from today up to Monday. So let me unpack for you what is going to happen. Right now, Wicknochvayo has just arrived from wherever he was. The possible places where Wicknochvayo was is Dubai. So there's a possibility that Wicknochvayo was in Dubai and he just arrived this evening. So my understanding is that when Wickno arrived, he was heavily guarded by a motorcade. So that is Mnangagwa sent a motorcade to look after Wickno. There is fears that these guys are going to get attacked. That is Wickno and all the people that have been mentioned tonight. They are going to be attacked in their homes. And that is the most biggest possibility right now as we speak. There's a big possibility that these guys are going to be attacked in their homes. And therefore, security has been heightened around Wickno. People like Matuke, Chadzamira, Sekuru Masuka, all those people, they've got massive security around them now. And their life is now a life of fear. They do not know what is going to happen. The question is there capacity among the war veterans to do what these guys are afraid of? So what are they afraid of? They are afraid of being attacked in their homes, in their businesses, and also of generally something happening to themselves. So anyone who was mentioned tonight, anything can happen right now. And that is because the threat has been issued. It's a military threat. It's an open threat that has been issued. And it's been issued by someone who represents armed people who are the war veterans and they've said that this is not a joke. So this is going to happen between now and the 31st. If nothing happens, it means the war veterans will have lost, put down their words. They won't have achieved or delivered on their promises. So a lot is at stake here, especially on the war veteran side, to deliver on their promise, which is to make sure that these people who are listed, something happens to them, as they've already said that something is going to happen to them. So tonight, starting tonight, there is a lot that is going to happen. And as I said to you, someone like has already left the country. So we're not going to see these people coming back to Zimbabwe. The government is going to change. The question is, who is going to take out the other first? So if the Geza side is taken out, then you're going to see a new president coming, Valerio Swanda, and possibly Kudata Gray. If the other side is taken out of Mnangagwa, you're going to see General Chiwenga or a National Transitional Authority or a government of national unity coming into play. So these are the kind of things that are happening right now. As you speak, tonight, as people go to sleep, this is what is happening. And unfortunately, it's going to get very, very violent. It's going to be very, very violent. And everyone is not safe. And I'm talking here on either of these sides. There's no one who's safe. All these people are unsafe in their homes. And we are starting to see the beginning of a war. So what you're seeing right now is a civil war starting inside of Zimbabwe. And it's going to be full-blown by Monday. So by Monday, you're going to have a full-blown civil war in Zimbabwe in terms of the two sides fighting each other. And some people are going to drop. So they're going to drop. You're going to see it very, very soon happening in Zimbabwe. The next thing that you're going to see tomorrow is the appointment of the new commander of the Defense Forces, or the Army Commander, Zimbabwe National Army Commander. You're going to see an appointment. And my understanding is that the Deputy Director of the CIO right now is going to be the new Army Commander. The Deputy Director of the CIO is the new, let me get his name here so that I give you the actual name so that we, right, the guy is called Tapfumane. So Tapfumane is the guy who's going to be the new commander of the Zimbabwe National Army. According to my sources here, he's going to take over. And as we know, there's going to be a replacement of Valerio Swanda very soon, who is going to be retiring and most likely going into one of the vice president's position as soon as possible. We've got a lot of change that is coming on at the top. Opam Chinguri, we don't know what position she's going to take up as a woman. Is she going to be elevated? And also, what is going to happen to intelligence when they move the deputy director? So those kind of things that are going to happen are very, very important. Chiwenga, what is going to happen? Chiwenga is seen as the godfather of the new government, the new group of war veterans led by Geza. These people cannot be allowed to just hang around if Mnangagwa continues. So the way that is going to happen is the total removal of one side by the other. It's not possible for both sides to exist. By Monday, if Chiwenga hasn't taken over, he's going to be removed. And if Chiwenga has taken over, Mnangagwa and his whole team will be out. Starting with the weak people now. So weak now is going to be in trouble. Tagure is going to be in trouble. All the people that were listed, they're going to be in trouble. But the question is, how is that going to be implemented? Do these guys have the necessary muscle to do it? Can they do it? Is Mnangagwa able with his team to do what they're saying they're going to do? It's not an arrest. So what has been threatened here is not an arrest. It's total taking out. So you are going to be taken out. If you're on that list, you have to run. That is the message. The question is, are they able to do it? And we're going to see. They said watch and see. is what we want to see. Start on to the breaking news. So let's look at some comments. Good evening, Mkoma Vincent. Gambakwe, please respect time. Yes, I'm so sorry, guys. I also want to queue and I have to breathe. And then Madi Maita Imimi, Atauravan Vaviri Kuda, who in the rap. Madi Maita Imimi. Yes, why don't you do it yourself? If you saw the Politburo meeting, Chwenga was straight showing his fight. Yes, ndava pisane uko imbwa zevanu and give us the full list. Guys, okay, I will write it down. But let me explain to you what has happened. Anyone who is there is in the dossier is there. So there's a dossier which was done by the military. So if you type dossier and go to Zimbabwe, right? Everyone who is in that dossier is there. Right? So the military dossier is the one that has everything. It's got all the names of the people that are over there. So if you go and look at Mnangagwa sons, surprisingly, I didn't see the Mnangagwa sons being mentioned here. But let me explain. I will write down the full list of names that were read out by Geza tonight, and I'll make sure that you get them. Unfortunately, I don't have them offhand here. This just happened. But Wikino is there, Kudata Pure is there, Uyu Matuke is there, Tatina Mavetera is there, Jennifer Nusore is there, Sekruma Suka is there. Who else is there? There are many people. Kambamura is there. Mnyaraz Machacha, then Machakaire is there. So a whole bunch of people have been mentioned, but Auxilia Mnangagwa is not there. I didn't hear a name being mentioned. And also, I didn't hear the name of the twins. Those are the most corrupt people in Zimbabwe. So I think what is going to happen is, while we are all watching this side, they are probably going to start with the people that are not mentioned. Auxilia is going to go, the twins are going to go, the 52 sons of Mnangagwa are going to go. So this is clear, and there's no doubt about it. It's going to happen. And we're in a very dangerous period right now, where people are going to start to die. And it's going to happen because, remember, the people that we named, they are going to start attacking. They will defend by attacking. Mnangagwa is not going to sit there and do nothing. So it's going to be army against the army. This is going to happen immediately. You're going to see an attack on both sides. And I know that Geza is quite capable. He has said in the past, he's the most trained person in Zimbabwe. And a few months ago, 12 people attacked Geza in his car. And they all failed. I don't know what happened to them, but they failed to attack him. They failed to kill him when they were sent to kill him by Mnangagwa. So we are in a critical moment. But remember, the war veterans and the army cannot do it without you. So on Monday, do what needs to be done. Do not go to work. Do not send the children to school. And make sure that you do what needs to be done. If you want to protest, like Geza said, go out and protest. Especially the guys in Bulawayo. I need you guys to do what needs to be done. Abako Bulawayo, we need you to protest because Harare Mnangagwa will be removed. So we need you guys to do what needs to be done. Right, Auxilia was mentioned. Yes, Auxilia, the worst person, Moroi. Like, let's go to Mkoma Viva, Mkoma Geza, Viva Geza, Viva. And I feel sorry for people whose children have been arrested and in jail. For example, Mdara Obet Mpofu, his child is in jail right now as you speak. And people like Mutangwa, his child was arrested and kept in jail. And you heard him come again, Mdara Geza saying here, Kuti, what has happened to these people to join the wrong side? Because what is going to happen is, Mdara Geza said, before they leave, these war veterans, they want to make sure that all these bad people are out of the system. So that's amazing. Let's watch and see. It starts tonight. It starts tonight. we're going to see the end of Mnangagwa and the end of his family and the end of the people around him. With the arrival of Factional tonight, which are in Zimbabwe, that is going to be amazing. What we're going to see is going to be amazing. We're going to see a move on all the people who have been living the lavish life while the country collapsed. I would like to thank all of you for watching. Geza faction can only do it if they have significant military support. War veterans are too old to do it themselves. I think Auxilia Atobatwa, thank you very much. Zivana Mudzingwa, I would like them to touch here. Ubatwa, Auxilia Abatwa. Thank you very much for that information. You go to Auxilia Abatwa. Right, I would like to thank all of you for watching. Please get ready. Do not let this be in the hands of the war veterans. You have a part to play in fixing our country. Let's work together. Work with the war veterans, work with the military, work with the guys in intelligence to remove Mnangagwa. Mnangagwa is brought in mercenaries from other countries. Defeat those foreigners. Make sure that they don't take us out. They don't take our soldiers out. They don't take out our war veterans. The foreigners from Sierra Leone, Somalia, Uganda, Ethiopia. Mnangagwa has hired all these people and they're in Zimbabwe right now. Defeat them and make sure that they don't kill our people. Right, I'd like to thank all of you for watching, and please go and watch the video if you haven't seen it. Twitter, Twitter, neka pasi kako, Twitter, neka track kako, Twitter, neka in drive kako, Twitter, netu buku twako, wakananga pa nast, kana pa use it, unoshanda kupi, kusina mabasa, Twitter, uchenda kuboda, urikuenda kupi, unorowa, nanamkoma, vanorova. So guys, jokes aside, let's make sure that our country work. We want a beautiful country, and I promise you that tichataura naichiwenga zvifambi zvakanaka nyika yedu iite the best country. We want our best country, and these old people have helped us. I don't know where Mudara Geza came from. I don't know where Mudara Matibela came from. These people are amazing. Let's support them. Do not let them down. Musachke, don't be afraid. Liyesabi, Bandabadala, support these people. They are our heroes. Mudangube, Chipoko, Udangube, he's gone. This man has killed so many people. He's killed the generals. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. And